Hey, what's up, guys? Did you know that the world's largest Superman collection and statue lives in the city of Metropolis, Illinois? Metropolis does exist. I've been there, I've seen it, and today, co-owner of the famous Super Museum, Adam Siebert, joins us for an epic conversation. And April 18th, today is Superman Day, so timing is super. It's perfect. I'm so excited, guys. Let's do it. Mr. Adam, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I know you're at work, you're on the clock, so I'll get right into it. Your father-in-law, the legendary Jim Hambrick, I mean, this is where it all started. Can you give us a little bit of history?
So the museum started originally with her dad, Jim Hambrick, and it started with a lunchbox because he got it when he's 5 years old for going to school. And then he was in the hospital for a little while during that time, and so family members were bringing him presents and gifts and cards and things like that. So he was getting duplicates of things, and it just started. That's when it started getting out of control at like 5-6 years old, and it grew exponentially for the next 65 years. And when he was about 10, he started charging kids like a nickel to come into his room and see all of his Superman stuff. So he just naturally had the entrepreneurial museum curator built into him at a young age. He was thinking, I want as much Superman stuff as I can get from day one. And then it just slowly transformed into museum and largest collection in the world by the time he was 20.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, I'm a huge Superman fan. You can see my little collection here, and but I had no idea that Metropolis existed until a couple years ago. I went to the museum, and even as I was driving in, it already had a super vibe going on. Beautiful country driving in. It almost felt like Smallville, and then of course leading right into town, right up to the museum and the statue. It was epic. I mean, just an epic experience for me. And inside the museum, it's wall-to-wall treasure. George Reeves, Christopher Reeves, Smallville, Supergirl, everything, super. It's so incredible. At the time, was Jim just always on the hunt? I mean, was he just making phone calls? This is the Super Museum. How did he get access to all this amazing stuff?
Most of it he got back in before collecting is what it is. Studio houses would sell stuff out of their warehouses, or it was stuff would be sitting in an office trailer and be just rotting away in a storeroom somewhere. And so you could just go in and buy it. It wasn't a big deal. When he bought his first George Reeves costume, I think he had said it was like 1981. He paid $3,500, and everybody called him crazy. But now you look up what George Reeves costumes have sold for, and that's maybe it's not so crazy. He passed late December this past year. He was a super person.
We are here with founder of the Super Museum, Jim
Remember
Hambrick.
me? Yeah, you remember me.
Well, part of the last of the stuff that we did together was we formed the museum into a non-for-profit, so it stays together, and then it keeps growing, and that way it can't dissolve. Whether it's an action figure or it's a movie prop, we're still adding. Morgan, she's the queen. I just help her. She's grown up with it. She's been in since birth. We work in sync really well and don't have to, question or anything. We just do, and it's real smooth.
Adam, man, congrats, truly. What you guys share as a family, it's special, so very special. Jim is an absolute legend. And I mean, the museum, the statue, Jim is the largest Superman to a lot of people. I mean, he's definitely inspired the world. He's a real-life superhero. You and your wife are real-life superheroes. World's largest collection, world's largest statue. You even have the biggest Doomsday statue.
It was a custom-made, hand-carved figure out of foam and block, and carved it all out and pieced it together. They delivered it in 3 big U-Hauls, and we put him together and stayed one night real late, putting it together and gluing it and tipping it up. And he hasn't moved since, but he's a big old Doomsday.
Yeah. Superman Celebration 2025. It's almost here. You've already got a few special guests lined up. I love Dean Cain. I hope to meet him and Terry Hatcher one day, or have them here on the show. I mean, what's that like? I mean, it's an annual event, right?
It started out as a town fair. you know. But now it's a town fair where thousands of people come to, and it's like a town fair with capes, and everybody loves Superman, and there's people cosplaying as all different kinds of heroes, and all up and down the street. There's food vendors, and then there's celebrities that come and do autographs and Q&As and all kinds of stuff.
I want to be there so bad. If I don't make it this year, I'll definitely go next year. I really want to take my daughter. I recently had an awesome conversation with Mark Pillow, Nuclear Man. He was awesome, man. He was so very humble.
He's a great dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I will be there again soon, Mr. Adam, and I hope to meet you and your super wife in person. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you both for all that you do. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a super day. That's normal life in Metropolis, right?
You have to. It's every time you say it, it makes somebody smile. You catch them off guard, so then that lowers their guard. They're ready to, have fun.
So very cool. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are at this year's Superman celebration, if you get to meet Adam and his wife, Dean Cain, if you're in costume, or you're just having a super time, please send me some photos, send me an email, and I will share them in an upcoming episode. I'm going to do a follow-up video after the celebration. Happy Superman Day to all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for believing, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.